We're now being referred to as the Fantastic Four. Hey, good morning to you, my friends. How are you all doing today? What day is today, by the way?
It's
day number...
I thought you were gonna say Friday.
25.
Yeah.
I got there before you.
Okay.
25th of March 2022. Good morning, my friends. This is Up and Go, and you are on the bridge 99 FM. We have with us in the studio a lady who is in obviously very good spirits.
Yeah.
And I think she did what she had to do to make sure that she's A-okay
That's
today.
Right. That's right.
Good morning, Jody.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good this morning, giving thanks.
Yeah, we have a selector who is behind the wheels of steel, working through his computer and making sure that we have some of the finest songs to play this morning. Good morning, Audley.
Yes, Bridge Nation. Yours truly, DJ Audley. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we have another gentleman in the building who up to 11 o'clock last night, he was on air right here on this station discussing relationship issues.
As always.
And at this early hour, he's here with us. Good morning, Shellz.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. Good morning, Richie B. Your boy Shellz is here.
Everything all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That response was delayed because they don't know my brain a boot up yet. But yeah, we're good, man. We'll give thanks. We're here.
All right. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richie B. Thanks for listening on 99.1.3.5.7 on the FM band. And for those streamers, we say hello to you at www.thebridge99fm.com. What day is it?
It's Friday!
It's time for us to go to
WTF.
What?
The fact.
That's right.
Yeah,
And,
boy.
I need to get a script for this.
Yeah, because you have to believe what you're about to
Trust
say right
me.
now, because this don't make no sense.
Let me
Bridge
tell you
Nation.
something, man. We're looking at polar bears today, and we understand that they actually have black skin.
That can't make sense.
Well, let me tell you, it might in the long run. Now, though closely related to the brown bears you might find in the most northern regions of the United States, polar bears have a special set of adaptations that allow them to live in the cold Arctic. The most famous of these adaptations is, in fact, their bright white coloring, which lets them blend in as they roam across ice and snow in search of seals to eat. Can you imagine a dark brown bear trying to hide against bright white snow?
Okay, that is fair. But it's also important to note that although polar bears usually look white, their fur isn't white at all, and their skin is black. Polar bear fur is actually see-through, but it takes on a white color because of its structure. Still can't believe it. Nah, I'm sorry.
No, this one is hard to believe,
No.
really. Yeah.
So they're basically telling me that the polar bear is basically a brown bear in the Arctic.
Yeah, basically, it's,
That
well,
just
you're
had to
talking about
adapt to
Arctic. You're talking about Arctic. We're talking about optics.
Yeah.
The whole matter of light and vision. Yeah, when the light hits the outer fur, some of it is absorbed, it is said, while the rest is scattered. It's kind of hard to believe, isn't it?
You know, it kind of
because
makes sense.
when we look at them, they're all white as far as we're concerned.
It kind of makes sense. I remember some time ago when circus used to forward out here and things.
Yeah.
I remember they used to have the polar bears, and the polar bears couldn't stay here too long because I used to hear stories that their fur would be changing color and then be sweating, and
okay.
so I never knew that it changed to black.
Yeah.
or whatever. So yeah,
It is a fact.
it's a shocker.
Yeah, it is a fact. These are the kinds of facts that we share with you at this time. Many of them, sometimes we find them hard to believe.
Yeah.
But you can believe them. Polar bears actually have black skin.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. So, of course, we have our first update this morning, and I normally begin. So, Jamaican trap artists urged to graciously accept the name Chap Music for their when I laugh for their sub-genre.
Who said that?
Chap Music. This is the name dancehall artist Tolux, I believe, of Twins says
Tolux.
is the most suitable official name that should be designated onto Jamaican trap music, a sub-genre which is centered on violent criminal lifestyles such as scamming and witchcraft. I can't.
So instead of TRAP, he's suggesting CHAP?
Yes, chop.
That's almost.
There must be more to that story. There must be some more. Tell us some more about that.
So he said on social media, me not have no problem with the youth, them, you know, but more on admit say on a scammer.
Wow, that's too.
Find a different name and give for on a type of dancehall. Dancehall is a genre. Trap is a genre. Find a name. Matter of fact, based on the content and most of the foolishness we're gonna sing about, I have a nice name for it. Chap music. Tolok said in his podcast. So he's saying that listen. It's not dancehall. It's not authentic dancehall music. It's not giving what dancehall music is supposed to give, which is good vibes and you want to dance or feel good. It is more on the criminal side, and
Violent.
therefore it's a chopper kind of vibe life. So it should be chop music.
Twins of twins. They speak their mind.
Two locks the rap man on the podcast. Him not play with people. Him not play with
trust me.
people.
Trust me.
Play with people
I'm not even taking on this listener who's messaging me right away talking about wap, wap, wap. Not going there. Over to you, Shellz.
Well, you know, big artist Jackie, we all know what's been going on. Apparently a voice note was leaked though to kind of further indicate why he's in the situation he's in. Jackie apparently threatened, well, not even apparently, we can just say straightforward, he did, we heard it. So Jackie threatens to stab a promoter 60,000 times in a leaked voice message. Of course, Jacky's threatening voice messages to the promoter he stabbed has been leaked. The reggae artist was recently sentenced to 6 years in a Dutch prison for attempted manslaughter in the stabbing of Amsterdam party promoter Ricardo Papa Blake on October 1st. It was a speedy trial not seen in places like Jamaica, with Jackie pleading not guilty to attempted murder and manslaughter charges and claiming that he had acted in self-defense when he stabbed the promoter and he perforated his stomach. Now, can I get into the quote, please? Come with us, because we don't know how this becomes self-defense after saying this. So on Thursday, a lengthy 1 minute 40-second voice note was shared where Jackie can be heard saying that he planned to kill the promoter whose nickname is Papa. And I quote, "Brother, let me tell you a story. I'm in the middle of Amsterdam Square with some killers, Jano. I'm waiting on Papa to stab him like 60,000 times, bro. And I have the knife myself. I'm ashamed to tell you this, bro. I take off my jewelry. I'm in the damn square with Penco, and I'm going to show Penco that he needs to put respect on my name. On his name, sorry." He said at the start of the damning clip. Now, Jackie went on to say this, that he wanted to kill the promoter over monies owed to him, and said he even planned to have someone make a video of him stabbing the promoter. My brother, this is stupid what I'm telling you. Believe me to God. If Papa shows up here, you will hear the news and someone will be here to make the video. My brother, I'm not lying when I tell you this.
It's a movie.
I'm waiting on Papa to fix him good. And I'm waiting. If he shows, brother, you will hear the news. That's what Jackie said.
Wanted to go to
Oh,
jail.
boy.
Statement for me.
No, man. He wanted to go to jail.
Jody, the statement for me
Yeah.
is he's making that statement and saying that, yo, I know this is
stupid.
He
Yeah.
The least we say about that is the better it really
Yeah,
is. But
facts.
persons are not learning their lessons.
No,
How can you send a message like that?
exactly. It's like, even if you're going to do something wrong, you're going to send a voice
boy.
note about doing the act? Come
I don't
on
know
now.
if the judge heard that.
Yes, that's
Like
the
a
next
couple
thing.
more-
About 15 instead of
see
That's
that.
premeditated.
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
fullest, man.
Premeditated.
It's
I wonder
really,
if he
really-
was high or I don't know, because that's not normal.
That's a good
not
question.
normal
Good
behavior.
Good question. For
That's a
real.
very good question.
Yeah, maybe mid high or drunk
5,000
or
I think it was
something.
5,000 euros that he was hoping to get from the gentleman and didn't get it. Obviously, you're not being paid, and you're going to be upset, but you don't do that.
You know,
Yeah.
that's not the way.
All right. The story that we have yesterday, if you recall, we had Richard. Was it yesterday? We had Richard Crawford talking to
Dickie.
us about or maybe the day before.
No, the
It
day
was the day
before.
before.
Right. And he actually mentioned L.A. Lewis in the conversation
Yeah.
as
Yes,
we
he
were
did.
talking about reparations and so on. Well, L.A. Lewis is still in the news, maybe as almost as popular over the past several days as the prince and the princess.
Duchess herself, yeah.
As it is now, if you recall, you would have seen where Babsy kind of said to him, "Hey, listen, L.A., this is not your show."
He's out.
Well, now, controversial entertainment figure L.A. Lewis, his first name is actually Horus.
All right, so
Can we say that in a chorus?
Horus.
Horace Lewis, called LA, has filed a report with the police alleging assault at the hands of who? Culture Minister Olivia Babsy Grange.
Look at
the
that.
report, we understand, was actually filed at the Trenchtown Police Station in South St. Andrew on Wednesday. And so far, the minister has not yet commented. According to Lewis, the alleged assault took place when Madame Grange attempted to escort him from Culture Yard in Trenchtown, where the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were being hosted on Tuesday. And as it continues, he said, and I quote, "She do like she a push, like she a push me. But she grab her claw in me hard and leave her imprint. Me never... It's not funny, brethren. You know the
Did
strap.
Babsy touch him any at all? Wasn't it a security?
Me here with the royal officer, man.
The man, seven. Hey, if you don't want me continue that story, somebody said seven. Seven-star general say, "Me never did I expect it, but me still a smile for make it look like nothing go on because the media was in front of me and me never want to look too embarrassed." That is what he actually said. End quote. LA, this is not your show, is what Babsy Grange said to him. And she said, "Come," as she was actually resting her palm, based on what the reports are. And that is what we kind of saw too. She was resting her palm on the back of his, on the right hand of his, her right hand on his back. So I didn't see an assault, but now he has gone to the police station. He has made a report. He has legal representation. He has a medical report from a doctor by the name of Kimon Robinson, according to reports that we're seeing, claiming that he suffered, you guessed it, serious injury.
You know,
Somebody needs to be investigated.
No, Allah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
I think it's confusing injuries there. I think maybe it's emotional.
Yeah, some emotional scars.
For the record,
need a job with somebody.
for the record, his attorney at law is Charles Ganga Singh.
What?
Yes, so he has his legal representation. He has his medical certificate. He has made a report to the police. What do you think might happen now? Will Minister Grange call him in and do an
I hope she
out-of-court
does
settlement?
not respond to him any at all.
Huh?
I can just imagine the level of
right.
professionalism that officer will file a report of maintain.
He came because he posted the video, of him at the police station.
Yeah, okay.
Writing the report.
But could he do it?
And everybody was so serious, and I was like, "They're doing this. We're really doing this."
Yeah.
So
He's a royal.
It is what it is, and that's the kind of story we carry for you inside of Update. That's the latest that we have. That was
Update.
We Want a Proverb.
Please.
So
Do we have one?
Yes, we're gonna get one right now. So it's time for proverb of the day.
Ooh.
We're gonna hear it.
Better fish in the sea than we get catch.
One more
Why?
time.
Better fish in the sea than we get catch.
Why?
Better fish in the sea than we get catch.
Why? Pause.
I'm a popcorn star.
Why?
Why what?
Why?
Better fish in the sea we can't get catch?
As in the letter alpha X.
What do you think that means, Shellz?
Hmm?
What do you think it means?
It feels like enough people in a relationship I say nowadays. Am I right?
Bigger fish in the sea.
Yeah, that's what I
better
say.
fish in the sea.
What does I say?
Oh my goodness. So the meaning is there's always a better option. I'm not too sure. I don't agree with this.
Good,
it's
better,
from Barbados, by the way. This proverb is from Barbados. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do.
Things are not always better, people. But for those who might think so,
The
this
grass
might
is
work
not
for you.
always green on the other side.
That's
You have
true.
to water you on a grass.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can be green where you stand for you. It is always a better option.
You don't wanna-
Only if you're looking.
You don't want to hop over and then you regret it.
It's like, I just potted green. I never highlight. It need more work too, just like my lawn. Yeah, the kind of vibe there. But
Hold on. What?
what?
Hey.
We're going to move along. Let's move along.
Good morning.
You know, I can't.
Okay.
I was just explaining myself, and this is what you know.
Yeah, better.
So that's my proverb of the day. We're gonna head on to pet peeve because
I think we should.
Yeah,
we're not
yes,
getting any
please.
trouble this morning. If you're joining us for the first time here on Up and Go, we're in pet peeve. Our feature pet peeve, and pet peeves are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. And we have a really short pet peeve this morning.
People annoy me by asking a question when they already are answering in the same sentence.
Yeah, that's a Jamaican thing right
Oh
there.
my God! It's like I think women do it a lot.
Okay, I'm glad that you say it
I
still.
will ask you and then I answer the question too. So I get it. I totally understand. But didn't he sound annoyed though? Like seriously?
The man legit start the voice note by saying, "Yo, I'm annoyed." Like it just happened a while ago. Like it just reached a while ago.
Just the thought of it gets him upset.
Like, why are you asking me the
gosh.
question?
You
and
know
then
the answer already.
answering the
Yeah.
question in the same breath.
I tell you. All right, now we're going to be having a conversation with a repeat guest. She's been here several times before. We always look forward to having her. She's opposition spokesperson on education and training, Dr. Angela Brown Burke, who's expressing concern about the high level of violence in our schools, which has really escalated since the reopening of face-to-face classes recently. We have Dr. Angela Brown Burke with us. We say good morning, Dr. Brown Burke. How are you today?
Good morning, Dr. Brown Burke.
I'm fine, thank you very much. Good morning to both of you.
Thank
and
you.
Good morning to your listeners.
Wonderful to have you. The matter of violence in schools has not escaped our notice, and neither has it yours. What would you propose to the government, Dr. Brown Burke, at this time to make sure that, like all schools have access to social workers? Do you see that as something that needs to be done in light of what is happening in our schools these days?
So you are right on target. The first thing I believe needs to be done is that we have been seeing the videos on social media, which means that our teachers, our principals have been seeing the actual activities in school. The principals and teachers would have complained earlier in the day to say that as they brought students back, they were finding a lack of discipline and the students not being able to focus on doing the work. So we recognize that there was an issue there. Given the level, I believe, of the fights, the violence, and so on, the Ministry of Education should be mapping what is happening in our schools, collecting that kind of data. They would have been doing some kind of psychosocial support, or have had their school nurses, psychologists talking, social workers talking to these students, so that you could see what pattern is emerging. Elsewhere, I was reading something, I think it was in Michigan, I think it was, where they have actually found that students coming back, in many of them, are showing this kind of violent behavior. And they have attributed it to a number of things that happened during COVID, not simply from the isolation, but also from some of the activities that were taking place in the home, in the community, and so on. I think we need to do that so we are very clear on what is happening. Now, when we pull that data should help to shape a coordinated national program in terms of intervention for our students. And that is what I think needs to happen. I think also that our schools need to have adequate access to, you said it, psychologists, psychotherapists, social workers, the school nurses, all the other resources that are needed for interventions of this kind. I also believe that in doing that, we have to draw as partners not just our principals and teachers and our parents, but also our communities and our leaders there, our faith-based leaders as well, because I also believe that all of us need to be aware of what are some of the things to look out for to make sure that we are able to catch when our children are at risk very early.
Completely agreed, Dr. Brown Burke. You mentioned a few initiatives that would definitely help. But I'm curious, what collaborative role is the opposition willing to play, in order to get our school the resources they need, in order to assist students who have been exposed to so much loss and trauma?
The opposition always stands ready as a partner for education, because we truly believe, and if you're following the history of the People's National Party, you will see that we have always thought that education is the great equalizer, that is what is going to break the intergenerational poverty that we're seeing in so many of our families and so many of our communities. So, that is important. We have always partnered, whether it is our MPs, our caretakers, our councillors at the local level, with the faith-based organizations in terms of local initiatives, because I think that those two are going to be extremely important.
Dr. Brown Burke, would you agree that the violent encounters that we have been witnessing recently, especially in our youths, is due to their socialization? And do you think that the emotional loss suffered by many as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic might also be impacting our youth?
You raise a very important issue. We have been talking a lot about the learning loss that has occurred, and we haven't looked at that, as you call it, emotional loss. We haven't looked at that and addressed it sufficiently, I believe. Quite frankly, I don't think we have addressed learning loss sufficiently either, but that's another story. When it comes to the emotional loss, I think that is really an area that we have to deal with now. In fact, there are some who actually believe that before you can actually deal with the learning loss, you have to deal with this deficit that has been created. Now, also remember that Jamaica we have seen and known it as a culture of violence. If you look at our families, so many of our families have violence there, whether it is incest, whether it is domestic violence, all kinds of abuse we see taking place in our families. In many of our communities, there is a violent culture that is there. And so, especially because we see that kind of violence in our families and in our communities, we see it now escalating in our schools. Children bringing implements to school, weapons to school. I was saying to someone the other day, even a pencil has become a weapon, And so what that says to all of us is that we really need to stop and make sure that we devise a program that is culturally appropriate, that takes into consideration all of the influences on our children in terms of shaping this violent nature or seeing it as the first way of responding to the issues and the stresses that they are facing. And so I believe there's no doubt in my mind that is so, in terms of just being out of school, being exposed to negative influences, being isolated, dealing with the stresses at home and in the community, and not even sure if you're making the right decision. That we have to rescue our children, and it cannot be left school by school to do it. We need the intervention of the government that will have the data across the country, and it would require, whether it is Ministry of Health, Ministry of National Security, the Child Diversion Program, for example, as well as our schools and the Ministry of Education, to come together to do this.
Okay.
And as the opposition, we stand ready to offer whatever assistance that we can in that process.
That is very, very important to hear from you. Thank you. You're the first female chairman of the People's National Party. How are you coming along in that role? Are you settling in well?
I'm settling well. I'm coming to terms with all of what a chairman should be doing at this time in the party and in the country. And I also know that I bear the weight of the first female chair. And I'm extremely pleased to know that I have the support, not just of the female members of the party, but of all members, female and male members of the party, in terms of the work that lies ahead.
Thank you so very much,
you.
Dr. Angela Brown Burke. Have a great day and a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
All right, our pleasure. A chat there with Dr. Angela Brown Burke, opposition spokesperson on education and training. She's also the chairman of the People's National Party.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who we speaking with?
You're speaking with Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Morning, Jody. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, Jody, do you have your answer ready?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so I think it's a power saw cutting down a tree.
I like the way you think, Jody. I like the way you think. That's a quiet. That's a silent power saw. Hey, Jody,
my
I'll tell you something. You ever hear them say a type of sound the power saw make you not plug it in properly? You know the type of sound?
She's anticipating.
I can't guess.
It's quack, quack, quack.
Oh, Lord. Sorry, Jody. Thanks for
Thank you.
trying. Today has got to be the day. If not, we shall retire this sound and get a new sound starting next week. Good morning to our second caller. You're on the air. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game. Hello.
Hello.
I have no fear, boss, and there's some band of them whole heap of verb in there.
Hey, Dennis, we need to get a winner here, sir. So,
boy.
yo, brother, me not foolishness here. Sir.
Me not choppy this time, boss. You know what go on now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Richie,
Yeah.
you know what, sir? When me check that sound there and listen to that sound, me feel say, is a man a walking in a banana field and chop down a banana tree.
Which
Yes,
part?
sir.
Which part? Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth? Where?
Any which part you want chop it down, you chop it down.
Okay, there's another sound that also makes. Here it is.
Quack, quack, quack.
Hell, I hear me. That's how it said, sir.
That's what
That's what it said. Big up, Dennis.
Me know you're still in any stupidness. Anyhow, take care. Let's take another call. Wow.
They're coming in.
This one has been difficult. 3 weeks? My goodness. My God.
My God.
Good morning. You're on the air. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Hi. How are you?
Good morning. It's Angela calling back again. Yesterday I tried.
I remember you, Angela.
But can I get the 4 clues? I only know 2.
Okay.
Green and has roots.
All right, so the 4 clues are: it's not an animal, it's an action, it's the color green, and it has roots.
Those are your clues.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think it's celery, and you're ripping it off and then chopping it, or ripping it up, or preparing it anyway.
Oh, she tried yesterday. Remember that.
Was she the one who said lettuce?
You said
I'm
lettuce.
sorry?
Yeah, you said lettuce yesterday.
I'm wondering.
Yes, I called
Yeah,
yesterday.
I said,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She's all about the salad. I like what's going on here.
Yeah, and she's back with us this morning.
Angela.
She deserves to be to get an announcement.
Yeah, and the basket can help her with her salad.
I'm sure. So
However,
let's find out.
No.
Sorry, Angie.
Thank
Have a
you.
good weekend.
Okay,
Happy
bye.
Friday. Let's take another call. Good morning. You're on the air. This is the Secret Sound Game. We've extended it just to accommodate you. Hello, are you there? Oh, okay. It looks like we lost that caller. But the phone calls are still coming in. Should we invite producer over here?
take up people them know.
Because
Go on.
yeah,
I'll have one more.
she's got a call. Yeah.
All right, let's. Can this be it? Is this it? Is this the winner? Good morning. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game.
Morning.
Hi, good morning. Who's speaking with?
Who is this?
Morning.
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 Who's calling?
Marjorie.
Oh,
Okay.
hi, Marjorie.
What's your answer, Marjorie?
It's a man in a field cutting sugar cane.
Sugar cane, sugar.
Oh boy, I love this game so much. Marjorie! Quack, quack, quack.
Sorry, Marjorie.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you too for trying. I'd have been much happier if you had given us a correct answer. I don't know. I think we have to invite the only person on the face of this earth who has the correct answer to the Secret Sound Game.
People are going to vex when they made the answer, yeah.
I am wondering what it is.
I don't know, but my nose says something simple. Hear this.
Hardly you never figure it out.
We don't know.
You know, funny enough, all no.
We don't
no.
know. One.
I know you're alone, brother. Let me just welcome Jody.
All right, Jody.
And say right off the bat that You did a good job.
Yeah, but that one had too hard.
Why? Thank you. Yo, I'm amazed at the fact that nobody was able to get this one. So I should tell them what it is.
Yeah, cause we're retired
this
Yeah,
game.
man. Oh my
Because
God.
I'm looking at the rule books here and I'm reading verbatim. If no one is found to be a winner after 3 weeks, the sound shall be retired and a new sound begins the following week.
Exactly. I agree.
That is from the rule books.
Yeah.
So 4 clues, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are the first I've ever had to give 4.
Yeah, we've never
clues.
gone that far.
Gone so far. Let me tell you the story behind the sound.
All right.
So that morning, I forgot that it was secret sound.
Wow.
Didn't have a sound. I said, Jody, you got to do something.
All right.
So I went outside and just think for a minute, and I saw the mango tree. And I said, let me go over there with my phone.
Hold on.
And
Let's hear the sound again and tie it into what she's saying. Listen. So you went to the mango tree.
I went to the mango tree, hit record on my phone, and just popped 2 limb off of the mango tree. I kid you not. It is. That's why I said it's an action.
It's green.
It's
The
green.
tree has roots.
A tree has roots.
And that's
So
it. You just
pop,
pop,
pop, pop.
and you record. You recorded it.
That
You
sound.
didn't even have to amplify it.
Nothing.
And after 3 weeks, you've been baffling the nation.
Baffling the
You've
world.
not been kind to us as your colleagues because we never know either.
Not at all. And it turns out she just a pick leaf.
That's all I was doing.
She a pick leaf, Brit
You've
Nation.
had the last laugh all this
That
time.
was wow.
OMG. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That sound has been retired, and there'll be a new sound when we kick it off again on Monday morning. We still have the gift basket, and that is to be won. Shellz, sorry, you won't be able to take it home. But thank you, Jody.
Thank you,
most
Jojo.
welcome.
All right, and thanks to all those who tried. I know all of you are out there saying, "My
Next.
God, how could I not think
Hey,
of that?"
Richie, some people gonna go test their mango tree and to see if I see
Same
them
sound it will make. Good morning, Canada.
Morning.
Morning.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
worked. That
one
worked.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What made your morning so good? All you guys.
No,
what's
we
going on?
were here, Red and Jay, saying good morning,
Morning.
Right.
Morning.
and then nobody answered, and then we go. I said morning.
We were out there.
And everybody answered. What's up? How is Toronto today?
Not as warm as Jamaica, but we're managing 4 degrees in the city today, going up to a high of 7. So we're getting there.
I'll take it.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's better than snow.
Welcome back, Red.
Yes,
Thank
Red.
you.
Welcome back.
You left
Thank
us
you.
last when is it? On Tuesday.
Right.
And was it Shellz, or was it Audley, or was it me, or was it all of us who were here crying? Although, I mean, obviously,
Nah.
Tanya did a good job. Morning, Tanya.
Yes,
but we
yes.
welcome you back, Red. That's
Yeah.
what we're
Thank
trying to
you.
say. Yeah.
Thank you. I was a little under the weather. Literally, you see, this is what we look forward to here. The season's changing, but it also comes with, allergies, sickness. So I'm better now. And honestly, truth be told, last week was March break. So I decided to take my little guy out to, I don't want to say the spot, but I decided to take him somewhere where they touch a lot of things. I don't know if that was a great idea because now you have everybody without a mask going out, touching everything. And, we were protected by these germs for the past, 2 years? And now we're all
No,
exposed.
but
so.
we see clarification so that the listeners are not confused.
Right.
You're making reference to your son? I take it?
Yes, my son.
Oh,
Why? What did I
oh,
say?
oh.
My little guy?
Yeah, you said your
What?
little guy. And,
No, I would say my big man.
Okay.
You guys always bring that flavor. Honestly. Speaking of flavor, what's for breakfast?
Well, for me, I had a nice ear pie and breeze burger. Nothing special.
Right.
Something for you.
In other words,
Fry and
nothing?
breeze burger.
In
Ear pie
other
and
words,
breeze-
nothing?
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes.
Ear
yes.
pie and breeze burger. I have to look out for the fitness. We had a gym instructor yesterday and put us to shame with him 10
Really?
packs. Yeah, so we're working on it right now.
But I know Richie can handle that.
I'm embarrassed to say what I had. When you're surrounded with people who are telling you about ear pie and all that kind of stuff, let's just say I started with a small plate with fruits.
Right.
And then I moved on to some tea.
All right.
I won't go any further because I don't want to feel too bad about
About eating healthy?
the walk that I've.
Wait, what else you had, Richie?
What?
What else you had, Richie?
I had some other stuff.
Like what?
Some tuna was in there.
All right. Not bad.
And so on. You know, a little fried plant in there.
I knew something fried was up in there. You like a little fried something in the morning.
Like
Always.
fried something.
Always.
Nothing wrong with
A
that.
slice of bread in there too.
Right. Well, some of us are still waiting to try Jay Martin's cooking.
By the way, that meant I had two.
You had what?
Oh, I said a slice of bread in there, and then I said
two slice.
But
Two
Wow.
thick slice of hard bread.
Wow.
You know
so
it
you're
go.
up
You
like,
know it go.
You're up like 3,000 calories for the morning. You
Beer
covered,
butter.
yeah.
Beer butter.
Thickest sourdough.
So you covered your calorie intake for the
I
day.
definitely have. No lunch for me today, not until dinner time,
Right.
if I'm lucky.
You're too much. You have an interview for us, is that right, Richie?
We got a guest in the studio.
Star.
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
we're gonna spring a surprise on you. She's the same lady who popularized the term "talk the things them."
You know.
Yeah, big song in 2006 with Tony Matterhorn called "Good as for Them." We are talking about none other than
Pamputtae.
and you'll hear her in a second now.
Rich 99 FM, a Pamputtae in the building. Them all up in the Kool-Aid, and them no know the flavor. Them all up in the flour, and them no see the weeble. I saw find out some of them are evil. Them hawks for the wharf. Right now we're gonna give them the shipment, play music.
Oh, wow. Wow, all of that. Good morning.
A Pamputtae. Ladies, I this to tell someone.
My love can't buy money. I mean, I need man shine for my life, sonny. But now waste time with waste man. Me change from your start move.
DJ Shellz Jo music.
What do some boy? What do some boy?
I love it.
Ladies, I this
the morning nice, see, look how life nice.
My love can't buy money. I mean, I need man shine for my life, sonny. But now waste time with
Pure vibes in the studio, people. Remember me tell you.
yeah. Every real girl can relate. Can't have top girl, yes, so I wait. Play games and I move sideways, so I start free, I'm on the street. Yeah. Every real girl can relate. Me
Up and go.
you can't keep your body in a one place, so I start free, I'm on the street. Idiot, me find out you are every old dick.
Just one of many songs that she has given us through the years, and believe you me, her career is on the up and up right now.
Better believe
Let me
that.
tell you.
Who is in the building?
God on time. Right, that's right there.
What's up, Pamputtae?
They are going to hold them in a Richie, you know
Oh,
what's
you
going on.
mean? Oh, you mean?
As life, so with life comes with us, take it as it comes, you know, and just
Yeah.
give God thanks, you know.
Yeah, man.
The good times, we're happy for it. The bad times, we learn from it.
Yes,
Exactly.
excellent.
Exactly.
We're talking to
Exactly.
Canada as well.
Yes, man.
Flow
Me just come back
97.
from Canada. I went Monday.
she
Me
was
just
just
come
here.
back.
She was
Yeah,
just here
I was
like
in
2
Canada.
weeks ago.
Just come back.
Okay. How was the show?
Show great, man. Me
Yeah.
authentic, man.
Man.
Show name roll deep and put it.
Yeah.
You know when I come for deliver.
Yeah.
From the single mother saga to this to
What?
that, I just get down to business with the girls. They look at me, tell the girl them say, walk out and call your money. Yeah, me goody.
Tune after tune after tune.
Yeah.
Hit after hit.
Believe that.
Hey, listen, you're talking to Jay and Red at Flow 98.7. Gentlemen, lady and gentlemen, we are very happy to have her. Did you guys make it to her show, by the way?
I stepped in because Mark brought me some tickets and I came to see her and I said, wow, this is energy. So
Real energy.
Yes, I loved it over at Gateway. You mash up the place. You mash up the
Yes,
place.
side gateway. Yeah.
Yes, it was nice.
You've been around for a while. You have a lot of success. What is happening to you now while we are getting this feeling that there's a new energy?
Honestly, my purge.
Oh.
Sometimes God put you in some spots where you have to sit back. Sometimes the spot rough in and not feel no way, you know. But sometimes you get a little setback. You have to just take it and bounce back. Well, that me do my purge from my mind, everything. You can't see how my glow different.
Facts. Yeah, man.
You can't see the look, my sound. Me just purge. My heart, my mind, my soul. I try to not have up my body. I try to stay out a problem and stuff like that. You understand? And just do things different. Try to sing some different type of song, because I know over the years, them say, oh, a Pierce Slack song she sing, nobody book her, she this, she that, and you don't know God give everyone away blessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
No matter where you sing, no matter how you look, no matter where you come from, if you're black, you're brown, you're white, if your body do, if it's real, if it's not real. God
Slim
love the
Arctic.
whole away.
Slim Arctic.
Slim Arctic.
Yeah.
You know, fluffy or fit, unfit, God love the whole away.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, what's interesting as you mentioned thick ladies, because you have pretty much become an advocate, it seems, for thick ladies, Pamputtae.
Fluffy.
And you've also seemingly taken on a more health conscious vibe in recent times. Tell us about that.
Yes, because, you know, I give birth to my little son, Jazier. I'm out there with me.
Morning, Jazz.
Jazier is here with me.
Young king.
Come on here,
he's
some man.
here
I
with
want
me.
to see you,
I'm
man.
not go to school today, so I'm saying, Mom, come at the interview.
Yeah, man. I want to see him, man. I bring him in the studio.
I give birth to him and thing, and, you know, my lifestyle kind of changed, cause diabetes and thing, and it look how we all do a whole heap of people, cause me and Richie, you talk about fluffy, you gonna lose weight, but them have to understand, say, health come first, and me are the type of person where you know, me love myself. Me have to love myself and rate me, cause it start from within you, and if you don't love yourself, you know, who are gonna love you? If you carry yourself like a madman or a madwoman, they say, watch out, a madwoman, that's you have to love yourself, it start within you.
Yes.
So me, you know, if you just take the liquor, exercise, you know, with stations and try to eat different. You could get me drink certain things, I'll green juice and them something, they know me love it. Right about now, I could drink my tea without sugar back then. Yes, this freshy. No, me drink my tea normal without sugar. Me do things different.
Lifestyle changes.
But now I tell you, say, every time I do it the right and proper way, sometimes it kind of it hectic. You understand? And sometimes you see all the ice cream and you want to eat it and whatever, but me just try my best. Me now tell you, you know, me just try.
Yeah, man, I will give thanks. You know, so Richie, I have to publicly thank Pamputtae, because enough people don't know this. So for my show, Pamputtae showed me my first strength from my very first show, and she followed after again. So thank you for that. But one thing I never get for ask you, how you did get started in the business? Cause we love the journey, you know, but how you did get started?
I mean, I hide my journey, you know. My journey start when me do an intro. For Mataran.
Yes.
When me say, hey, in this village, some girls are very stupid. Hey, Pamputtae. I remember me the name Buju Fabulous. Look on that behind my ears.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Buju
Fabulous.
So people know me as Buju Fabulous. So when I do the intro for Mataran, that's where I get the name Pamputtae.
Okay.
When me do the intro. Cause me I watch the African movie them and me them I say Pamputtae, and me just start follow them and talk like them. And me just go on with myself till me get the name Pamputtae and me just work with it.
Does it have a meaning though?
You know, so when I tell me say it mean June plum, me look it up like honestly me kinda tell I can't say too much mean. When I tell me say it mean bad word or what, me just say listen now, Father God give me that name if you reason.
Yeah.
So me just work with it.
What is new though in terms of material that you're putting out? New songs, new.
Whole heap of new song.
Yeah.
Whole heap of new song. Even that one where him just play every gold digger new song. Me have a new song out right now. God on Time with me and Minister Tanisha Shah. That is a new one, gospel, where some people are bash me because you Tanisha a Christian and me sinners to what them say. As when me telling you a while ago, God love the whole away.
Yes.
I remember 2 thieves did dip on the cross with him beside and side him. So God no pick and choose who to bless. I remember music live within people. I remember say people that left music, you know. I know music that left we. Remember say music travel the world, you know. Before we the artists start traveling, you know. You understand? So me don't want nobody feel like them can put me down and feel say, "Cho, me a dancehall artist, me don't know God." Me know God. Me and God not have no malice. Me and the man a friend. Me and the man good like that.
Yeah. Give
the
thanks
man
for that.
love me and me love the man.
Love
Everything
that.
when I ask the man for him give me, but him just give me for film timing.
Yeah.
Me and the man are best friend. So true, me sing the gospel now, you know, them talk a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we can't stop them from talking good or bad, them are going to talk. We don't responsible them. As well, me say the song name, God and Time. People want to support the music. Support that one here, God and Time.
Jay and Red, it's a powerful testament of that we're getting this morning. You might want to ask Pamputtae a question. Let's hear it.
I asked because I asked how she was in Canada when she's coming back because she done mash up the place. We're really happy with her. All the things you said today were definitely hitting home, especially to Red.
I love it. I love your energy, especially in the morning.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, sugar.
Thank you. And question, you were talking about your son and, you know, women, it's International Women's Month. How do you juggle it all? How do you juggle being a mom and just being great at what you do?
Honestly, I'm not even so only be a mom, being a single mother at that too.
Amen.
A single mother.
I hear you.
Me juggle it, man, because I guess so. Me have to talk to me youth them and I have to tell them, say, look here, this is
Right.
what put food on our table. I don't know, say I'm me alone. So, you know, right now my big son,
Right.
him big now, so him can look after Jazier, so it little bit different, cause Kevin get big now, you understand?
Right.
So,
So you have a
honestly,
in-house
me juggle the
babysitter.
ball. Sometimes I wear mother cap and father cap. Sometimes me myself,
Right.
you know, me do it, but me do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I fall in at some spot, me I tell him I have to use my hand make fashion. When you open all the cupboard, you see I come in alone in there, you have to fix things, man.
Oh, you mean?
Right.
Her son is actually in the studio, her youngest
see
son.
him.
And
I see
come here, Jazier.
Well, how old is he?
Just say good
6?
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How old are you? How old is he?
are you?
I am 8 years old.
He's 8 years
Aw,
old.
could
Very
you-
handsome
sweetheart.
young man.
Yeah, man.
Are you proud of your mommy, Jazier? Yes?
I am.
Very proud of her?
Aw.
And you know some of her songs too, right?
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
Wonderful seeing you today. He has a day off from school. He's in the studio hanging out with us. Pamputtae, it's a great vibe. You're a mother. You're a hard-working female entertainer. Is 2022 going to be your best year?
Honestly, every year my best year. Cause guess what? Me give God thanks for life and strength.
Right.
Yeah.
Me give God thanks for life and strength. Enough people wake up this morning now, and them can't even talk because pain I kill them. I'm free and good. I'm a nice.
And you're fit.
So I'm
See
you know me feel good. Look at me.
Camera
Me
man.
nice.
Oh, you
Yeah.
man.
Me
What
have to just
she
give
said.
God thanks every year of my year. It no matter what. Sometimes guess what, Richie? You know what keeps me going and keeps me alive?
Yeah.
Life itself, my everyday problem keeps me going.
Yeah.
The good time, the bad
You
times.
are a fighter.
You under-
And
Richie,
listen,
may I tell you something?
you are a
Some people
motivated
talk,
artist and you're a motivator.
Me say,
It's a good
me I tell
vibe.
you,
Trust
Richie,
me. Trust me.
I just want to tell some people, don't live above your means. Wear the less, eat the best, and save the rest. You
Wow.
understand? Work with what you have till you get where you want. God have everyone away, but you
Yeah.
work with what I'm timing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you said that jingle away for the station.
Baddest
We are the baddest thing right now.
Baddest thing.
I wish you
Yo.
did that. Enough jingles me know.
You do a jingle where you say, some station big,
But they're not.
them not hot.
Coming like sweet pepper.
Can we get one, please?
Of course, sure.
Yeah,
but then
man.
people
Make her fix up
you.
one for you guys, all right?
Sounds
Yo.
good. It's been a pleasure.
Wow,
Absolutely.
What a trip, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trust me. Thank
That-
you,
that
I
guys.
just got a
energy.
musical sermon.
Right? Yes.
You did. All right, what do you want to say to your fans? We have a feature coming up, Pamputtae. Tell them something.
Yes, man. Listen, all of my fans, them don't bad mind, don't grudgeful. Hold your own till you own your own. Work with what you have till you get what you want. Yeah. And support Pamputtae music on all digital platforms. The only Pamputtae, Pamputtae. Wear the less, eat the best, and save the rest. Don't live above your means. Yeah.
Man.
I know where you work and where you save. You can work $10, you save $1 out of it each day. Yeah. I am
That makes
surprised to see what the money they reach.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Powerful messages from Pamputtae. Great seeing you.
As always.
Nice
Give
meeting your
thanks.
son. Good luck going forward, Pamputtae. We love you.
Blessings.
Give
Enough
thanks,
love
man.
and respect.
Every
Blessings.
time. Ladies and gentlemen, our time has moved on now to 20 minutes on the downside of 8 o'clock. The kind of energy that you like on a Friday morning, the kind of energy that we love
We needed
on a
it.
Friday morning.
We need
And
it.
Pamputtae definitely
Yeah.
delivered the goods. Yeah. We live for
feel
days
good.
like we live for days
I
like
feel
these.
good. And like I said off air, when we were speaking with Pamputtae off air, I love that she bringing that energy in front of her son.
Yeah.
Trust
yeah.
me, it's going to go a long way
Yeah,
in
man,
her
and you
life.
can
Trust
see
me.
that he's motivated.
Well,
we love
good,
you.
man. Love it, man.
All right, time now for us to go inside of a sponsored feature. It's called Let's
Talk
Talk Vax. And from one star performer to another. we just had Pamputtae as our guest. Now we have Dr. Melody Ennis, Director of Family Health Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, joining us for Let's Talk Vax. Good morning, Dr. Ennis.
Morning, Dr. Ennis.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we this morning?
We are doing well, thank you.
Very, very well, as a matter of fact. I hope you're not offended when I said from one star performer to another as we welcomed you.
You're setting me up, you know.
That was
I am honored.
That
Thank
was
you
not
so
the
very
intent.
much.
Thank you so much, Doc. Now, first question for you this morning inside of Let's Talk Vax. Will the government procure additional vaccines when, the ones currently available expire, as they will?
Yes, we will continue to have vaccines because COVID is still with us and it will be endemic. We know the devastation that it can cause, so it's important to have our nation protected. we know that we are offering the primary series and boosters. As we follow this science, we may need to offer it annually. We are not sure as yet, but we are going to be offering the COVID-19 vaccine as best as we can.
Okay. Dr. Ennis, the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, JMDA, called for the government not to relax, the mask wearing as a COVID measure. Many seem to be of the view that COVID has disappeared and are requesting clarity on the public space, the public places, where the mask should be worn. Where would it be recommended that a mask, still be worn?
Well, first of all, I would want to recommend to the population at large that we all continue to wear the mask properly, covering the nose and the mouth, in any public space, any and all public spaces. So that would be my general recommendation. What persons must do is to assess risk. So if you are in a situation where you have a crowd, and that is, the bus terminus, if you are in a classroom, if you are in an office setting, once there are a number of persons, you have a central AC, then you know that you are at risk. Your personal space is affected, and therefore you should wear your mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So simple as that. Yeah, and that removes a lot of ambiguity that was in the space.
Yeah, people wondering, if there's a difference between indoors and outdoors. What do you think about that, Doc? Is there a difference between the indoors and outdoors, or is just as long as people are in your space, just put on the mask?
Well, we say general, put on your mask, but it's more highly transmissible in indoor settings.
Okay.
So if you are indoor, and all of us, everybody's out back to work with the central AC, that is considered what? Indoor.
Yes.
So we know that, and they have a time, the science behind it is pretty specific as to the time. If you spend 15 minutes, if you spend 30 minutes, how much more likely you are to contact if one person in the room has the virus.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Doc, I want to bring into the conversation another matter here. We know that a number of countries, maybe a few of them actually, have established a fund. I think that is primarily set up to deal with complaints about adverse effects of taking, having taken the vaccine once it can be proven. So my real question is, does Jamaica intend to establish such a fund here?
Well, we are looking at it. We already have our compassionate fund that offers assistance to persons who may need. Now, do we need to possibly have an arm of that compassionate fund, or do we need to set up something totally different? So we are looking at it in conjunction, of course, with our legal unit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's ahead for this weekend as far as vaccinations are concerned, and how can persons get information?
Our social media pages, of course, and www.moh.gov.jm, as well as just calling your nearest health center or health department. That information will be made available in short order. We usually get it by about midday to tell us the outreach activities. But we have some stable outreach activities sites,
Yes.
So at Blahaney Park Health Center, Harborview Health Center, Montego Bay Type 5, Lucia, St. Jago Park, and Greater Portmore. Those are kind of like the stable sites on a Saturday. Sunrise Health Center on a Sunday, Winchester Medical and Surgical on a Sunday, Fontana Pharmacy in Waterloo, and Barbican on a Saturday. So we have kind of like making some fixed sites on the weekends. So those and many more
persons will hear later on today.
Okay. Doc, I thank you once again for our deliberations and the information you shared with us. I wish you a great day and a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
The very same to you, gentlemen, and of course your listeners.
Much appreciated. A chat there with Dr. Melody Ennis, Director of Family Health Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. And that was Let's Talk Vax.